welcome to my channel. I'm Gorgeous Gold. If you are returning, I love you. Thank you so much for sticking with me and supporting me. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm coming on today to do a soulmate connection video. This is just a divine soul connection, so it could be twin flames, kindred spirits, you know, just soulmates, whatever this may be for you. Take it how it resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to ask the universe to place a bubble around me. Please fill that bubble with bright white lights, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. Guys, do not mind my camera. I know it's a little different from what I normally use, but my other camera is actually, I'm uploading other videos and stuff. So yes, be sure to check those out. All right, let's go. What is the message for divine soulmates, for divine relationships this week? Daughter of Pentacles is the first card that comes out. Divine soul messages. The Four of Swords. Divine soul connection relationships. Wow. Judgment. And last but not least, their overall outcome. That's too many cards. Divine soul connections. I love tarot. The Lovers. Alright, guys. So, this week within the connection with the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles coming out, I feel like some of you guys may not actually be in communication with your counterpart. And for those of you that are in communication with your counterpart, this is saying that you're in a space of trying to make plans with this person. You're trying to figure out, you know, making a little plan of what it is that you want to do. For those of you that are not in communication, this is saying that you guys separately are working on what do you need to do individually so that you can come together as a couple, so that you can come together and be as one. For those couples that are physically with their divine counterpart and they're in a divine soulmate connection, this is saying that you guys want to live together. For those of you that aren't, you want to have a family. I feel like you're making plans of the future and you're figuring out, how are we going to go about this? Like, what do you want to do? What should we be doing at this moment to make this happen? And the same goes for those that are not actually in communication or like in an actual relationship yet with their divine counterpart. This is saying that independently, you guys both know, you know, who you want to be with. You both know that this is your divine counterpart. You both know that this relationship is going to serve your highest good, but you're now trying to figure out the steps of getting from this point to the next point. Getting from sitting in this space of wanting these things to actually accomplishing these things, to living these things. It's a planning space. It's a planning period. It's like you can't actually move yet. I feel like for some of you guys, you physically cannot actually move yet. Maybe you're at a distance. Maybe, you know, you're in another relationship. Or if you're with that person and you're in a relationship, then it's just there's circumstances, life circumstances, that is not allowing you to actually take movement. But it is still time, and you guys are still communicating. You guys are still getting these plans in motion because you both want the same end goal. You guys both want this. The Lovers. The Four of Swords is here. And what the Four of Swords is saying is that I feel like there's been so many outside circumstances trying to intervene with this divine connection. There's been, you know, your own negative thoughts, that your counterpart's negative thoughts, you know, your family, your friends. A lot of people don't see that this is a healthy connection. And so there's been a lot of just outside influences that necessarily weren't warranted. Like, you guys haven't asked anyone for their opinion. You didn't want anyone, you know, making comments on it, but it's been a nonstop thing. I feel like there's always been something that bothers or affects you guys in a way that it does. So sorry about that, guys. My camera cut off. The storage was full. So as I was saying, there's just been a lot of outside influences and people saying things and just constantly outside influences affecting your relationship and affecting your connection in a negative way. And it hasn't served you guys. And the crazy part about it is the commitment and the connection that you guys feel is so powerful and so strong that the outside world, I feel like it's something that is afraid, that people are afraid of. And so that is why a lot of the issues that you guys have had to face as far as family, as far as friends, as far as, other people, because they don't understand the connection. It is beyond the human explanation of love. It is beyond it's beyond the mind. It's beyond something that can be explained. And so people, they fear what they don't know. And this is a connection that they don't know and they don't understand. So this week, guys, you guys as a union, regardless, as a unit, regardless of if you guys are physically together or not, regardless of if you're in communication or not, you are defending this connection. You are no longer allowing the outside world be what negates where you guys go or what you guys do or how you're going to make this happen. You're no longer being affected by, oh, well, I don't think it's a good idea. You don't care anymore what your family and your friends or anyone says. And it's so crazy that this energy is coming out for the divine counterpart or the divine connection reading, because it just came out for my message to divine feminines. Like, just straight being in a space of no longer allowing the outside world to control your life, to control what it is you're doing, who you're going to be with, how you're going to be with that person, and the love that you guys have. Because the fact of the matter is, this is an unconditional love. This is a connection that is above and beyond human explanation. And so not everyone is going to get it. And when people do not understand something, they try to explain their way out of it. And this doesn't have to be anyone outside of you. This could be you guys. This could be you literally feeling like the connection is too good to be true. Feeling like, you guys don't belong together, or just allowing your ego and your insecurities to shine through and affect the relationship in a way that it shouldn't. This week you're being awakened to that fact, and you're no longer being affected by those things. You're moving bravely ahead. Even if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen, you're still moving bravely ahead. I think that, sorry guys, there is a baby moth. Go outside. Okay. So sorry about that. You guys are moving bravely ahead in a way that is just fully charged and fully places you and your counterpart in power and in control. You guys have these plans, and I feel that nothing or no one is going to be able to affect them. The way that your hearts feel for one another, I don't think that anyone could affect you if they wanted to. Like, you guys love each other so much. I feel, even as I'm doing this reading, the love is abundant. Like, the love is from the bottom of the heart. It's like the heart is just overflown with love. And there's no explanation. There's no logic. There's no way to logic yourself out of this. It's just overflowing with love. And maybe, you're feeling like it's too soon to be in love, or it's too rash for me to be doing this, or how do I know this is going to happen? Like, that is just the ego. That is just the doubt. That is the devil energy. That is that low vibrational energy that's telling you that miracles don't happen. That's telling you that unconditional love and true abundance and true feelings of love and desire and want aren't real, when they are. This is the feelings that you feel with this person are the way that you're supposed to feel. This is not anything that's out of the norm. Judgment. So, I love that the Judgment comes out right before the Lover's card. Guys, there are decisions that have had to or have to be made as far as this relationship is concerned. There are different things that must be eliminated, different relationships, different people, different situations, and different mindsets and beliefs that must be eliminated so that you can ultimately achieve the Lovers. And I feel that both counterparts that are part of this union or part of this connection are in a space of making a lot of decisions. And as I said, you guys are in a planning space, so it makes sense that you're making a lot of decisions. You're making a lot of judgment calls right now. And with the Judgment Major Arcana card coming out, I feel like it's right on purpose. Like, this is right on track. It's right on time. You're being forced now to walk a path of enlightenment and to walk a path of living and loving from the heart center and making your decisions about this connection and about what you both want based from the heart. I feel that you're cutting people out. For some of you guys that are not in uni, you're cutting out karmic situations. You're cutting out, old mindsets or generational curses that have been limiting you and stopping you and blocking you from getting to your counterpart. This week is about judgment. It is about, what do I want from my counterpart? How am I going to move to my counterpart? What do I need to do to move to my counterpart? You're not moving. You're not moving. That's the thing I need to keep noting. You are not in a movement space. You are in a sitting still space, but reflecting. You're in a space of making a plan. You're in a space of deciding what you want, how you want to move, how you want this person to move towards you, the way you want your relationship to go, judging the things that have happened and maybe reflecting on, why did things play out the way that they did? How come this hasn't ever worked for us? Why have the other relationships that I've attempted not worked? I want to know so I can go at this different. It is time for you to decide to rise above the low vibrational dots. Rise above what your family or your friends or anyone, your peers are going to say. It's time for you to truly rise above and move ahead. It is time to accept and honor those feelings deep within that you've had for some time. It is time for you to be brave and take a leap of faith in this connection, because the message with the overall outcome being the lovers, this is just confirmation that this is your counterpart. This is confirmation that you are moving and that this person is moving towards their person. This is confirmation that in the end of all of this journey, it will all be worth it because you end with your counterpart. It is about you making decisions that takes you guys to the ultimate realm, because as I keep saying, the love that I feel as I'm doing this reading, it's love beyond the human explanation. It is love beyond what the eyes can even understand or what your body could even comprehend. It's deep. It's deep. And it's meant to trigger you. It is meant to help you grow. It is meant to help you love in a different way. Love beyond this planet. Because that's the thing, guys. Divine soul connections are meant for the most growth. They are meant to rise the energy and raise the vibration of this planet. Raise the vibration of the collective. Raise the vibration because you're learning to love not only yourself unconditionally, but another person unconditionally. And finding each other time and time again. The song that just came into my mind, I'm going to actually attach it into the description box, but it's Kevin Gates. It's called Find You Again. Because for some of you guys, like I said, you're not in communication. For some of you guys, maybe you are in communication, but it's like limited, or you guys just haven't quite gotten back to your flow of things. And it's just saying, and honestly, guys, even if you're just meeting this person, you've known them lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. That's how I feel. So Find You Again, the Kevin Gates song, is literally, he's talking about finding his love again. Oh wow, a picture just fell off the wall. Finding his love again, finding her, searching and seeking, and this is, it's just deep. Time has tried to break you guys apart. Others have tried to break you guys apart. Maybe you've tried to break you guys apart. Maybe you've tried to logic your way out of this and say, you know what, I need to back up some. This is not healthy. I don't want this connection. I don't think it's meant for me. But it's just like you keep finding that person because it is your person. And so you guys can accept that, or you can, wow, justice. You can accept it, or you can fight your feelings for your entire life, but you will not be happy by doing that. You will be happy when you accept. And guys, To accept this person as your person doesn't mean that it works out in a romantic sense. I just had this conversation with my godmom the other day. I was telling her, everybody assumes that twin flames is all about romance, and granted, it is a very beautiful connection. It's so much, it's so great to meet your person, but it does not always guarantee that it ends in a romantic sense. Maybe to come into union for you and your twin flame means that you guys are best friends and you always have that person. Maybe you guys have decided to take different paths in life, and that's just the way that it goes. But the fact of the matter is to know that you're finding unconditional love and that you and this person are going to be in each other's lives. Wow, the Hangman. It was actually in reverse, so I'm going to take it that way. You and this person are meant to be in each other's lives endlessly. Endlessly. Like, you were placed in this time frame together for a reason. Granted, everyone wants to end up with their twin flame. They do. But some twins have decided to take an unawakened path. And the fact of it is, you still have to love them unconditionally. Knight of Wands. Spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. You cannot... And then last but not least, clarifying the lovers is the Three of Cups. I love this reading so much already. Guys, just as clarifying the Daughter of Pentacles, I told you guys, you're in the process of making plans. And I feel like they're logical plans, but also from the heart center. So what that basically means is that you're focusing on the facts of your situation. You are focusing on what actually is going on, what you can control, what you can't control, things that you would like, things that you don't like. And you're using those facts of your situation and also of your heart, the wants from your heart, to make decisions based on where you guys are going to move. So, sorry. For example, oh, my nose is running. For example, you're considering where you want to live and how many children you want to have, and you're putting all of these things into plan. And granted, you can't plan everything out and everything doesn't go as planned, but you are getting clear on what it is that you want so that you guys can tangibly work towards those goals, both apart and together. And so, like I said, for some of you guys, maybe you don't want a romantic relationship with your twin because, you know, it's been constant running, chasing. You know, we all know the twin flame journey. It's not easy. And that is a difficult relationship to be a part of. It is a difficult relationship to have. It is constantly being triggered and being reminded and having to look in the mirror at your counterpart. That is literally what it is, looking at yourself in the mirror. So you're going to see all of those things about yourself that you both love and that you hate. And that's just the truth. So some of you might not have signed up for the journey. Just right now, maybe you didn't sign up to be in a romantic relationship. So you are making plans towards how are you going to make this friendship work? How are you going to build on it? But the important thing is, you're not running from it anymore, and your counterpart isn't running from it anymore. I feel like the Twin Flames collective, and even just soulmate, I don't want to just turn this into a twin flame reading, but counterparts in general are accepting the connection for what it is, and they're realizing that it is above human belief and it is above anything that can be controlled. And so you're accepting it and acting accordingly, and you're making plans accordingly, according to the facts of the situation, whatever those may be for you. Everybody's situation, everybody's journey, everybody's story, everybody's love story, it's all different. And it all will look different for everybody else. Everyone can watch this reading and take something completely different from the last person from this reading. But the point of the matter is, you're making plans and you're making decisions now based on what is aligned with your highest truth and what is aligned with the life that you're hoping to live for your specific situation. The Hangman comes out in reverse to clarify the Four of Swords. So I love to see it in reverse because the Hangman is becoming enlightened, and you know, he's stuck, granted, but he's becoming enlightened. So it was like a force by the universe to be, you know, be in a forced reflection. I feel like you guys are coming out of that space. That's why it's in reverse. And so now you're actually being forced to look at the things that you learned during that enlightenment and realize, you know what, I've been allowing a lot of things to affect us and affect this connection that didn't have any place being here. I've been allowing my old mindsets and my old triggers and my old thoughts to be what is leading, instead of allowing my heart to leave, and instead of allowing the truth to flow through, and not allowing myself to constantly be focused on what other people may say or what my negative thoughts may say. Because honestly, that is why the chaser runner situation happens in twin flames. It's when both people are having their, you know, their ego up, and so one is running, the other is chasing, and then vice versa, it just flips. For those of you guys that haven't experienced the running chasing mechanism, like physically, it's not about the physical. It's just about one of you guys emotionally shutting down, and then the other one starts chasing them, trying to pull them back in, and then the other one shuts down, and it's a constant battle of give and take. And it all is because of triggering. It's all because of wounds that need to be healed, that haven't been able to be healed. But now you guys are entering into a new cycle. We as a collective are entering into a new cycle, which is obviously affecting divine soul connections in a different way. You're no longer needing to run. You are free because you've received the enlightenment that you needed to receive, and you've honestly just accepted the connection for what it is, and you're acting accordingly. And that is beautiful. I feel like you've made peace with your connection. You've made peace with the situations that have happened within your connection. You've made peace with the situations that have happened in your life that have led you to this moment. You are in a space of making peace and just being in peace and in harmony with not only your counterpart, but with yourself. And that is why you're able to be free, because you've received the enlightenment that you needed. And now the hangman is right side up. He's literally right side up, balancing on that one leg with all of that enlightenment, all of the facts that he needed to take with him on this journey, all of the things that, you know, you guys have gone through it. And for those of you guys that are just starting this journey, maybe you physically haven't gone through it together, but you have gone through it apart, and you felt the pain of the other, even if you didn't know that person. Because that's how deep these connections run. Soul connections are meeting those people before you even actually meet them. Feeling those people, those feelings before you actually even meet them. The Knight of Wands is clarifying the judgment. Guys, this connection gets no more or no, like, it can't get any better than this. You're moving in a spiritual direction because this is a spiritual connection, and you're making the decision to align with your spiritual truth and act accordingly. You realize, and your counterpart realizes, that this connection is spiritual. It is spiritual in nature, and everything about it is. So that's why you guys have both come to this acceptance, because you've realized, I never felt like this before. I've never been in a situation that like this before. I've never had someone that matches my vision and matches my energy the way, matches my energy the way that this person does. But here we are. And here I am, and I can't take any steps away from this person. I can't take any steps unless they're with me, regardless of how they're with me. You're acting on a spiritual basis, and you're being very spiritual. Also, guys, with the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're just going full force, no fears. And I don't know why, because there's no movement right now, but I feel like the decision that you're making, I feel like you're going towards that decision full force. You're not necessarily moving yet, but your mind and your plans are already going towards what it is that you've wanted, what it is that you've envisioned. And this goes for both counterparts, full force. And I don't think that ego or anything outside of you guys will affect it anymore. It can't. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be human experiences, because we are spiritual beings having human experiences. So therefore, even within our most beautiful, precious, divine connections, there will be human experiences, meaning there will be times when we tussle, or when we argue, or when, you know, low vibrational thoughts creep back in. But as a whole, you and your counterpart are moving together in such passion and in such unity. It's a beautiful divine connection. It's so peaceful. That's all I feel with the judgment. It's like you've made peace, and you're moving firmly towards the peaceful decision that you've made. And the same with your counterpart. It's moving in ultimate love. moving in ultimate abundance, moving in a way that is in alignment with this beautiful connection. And guys, the love from the heart center that I feel coming from both people, and the passion that I feel, this connection is filled with just fiery sex and fiery laughter and jokes and moments. It's like nothing that you guys do together is basic. Even the most basic things are turned into incredible spiritual experiences because you're with your divine counterpart. Even when you guys are watching movies, it's like you're entrenched in the movie, like you're pulled in, like you guys are both just so, it's just divine, and it's so beautiful, and it's so deep. The most basic of situations or things is become beautiful and become divine because of this connection. And it's something that will be there forever, for an eternity. It is not going anywhere. Even if you guys fall out and you feel like, I'm never going to talk to the person again, you're going to talk to them again. For those of us in the Twin Flame Union, our community, that have been on this journey for years, you're going to talk to them again. The universe will always make it come back around full circle. Because it is your counterpart, there's no way for you not to be in that person's life. And it's just that simple. The Three of Cups clarifies the lovers. And this is like enough said. I'm so happy to end the reading this way, guys. The Three of Cups is saying that you're in a space of celebration, and overall the outcome for you guys, and the outcome for this week, and the outcome for this connection period, is celebrating the love between you, celebrating the connection and the beauty of this connection, celebrating it through the pain, celebrating it through, you know, the heartbreak and the running and the chasing, realizing that this is divine beyond belief, and that it is meant to be celebrated, it is meant to be honored. Even when it is difficult, you're going to still look back at the journey and smile and be grateful because you're right where you are, because it's right where you were supposed to be. And another thing with the Three of Cups, I feel like you guys as a union will be coming into contact with other twin flames, and you guys, or soulmates, you guys will be meeting other divine soul connections and bonding as a group, because you're meeting your soul tribe and all coming together to heal this planet. That is ultimately what these divine soul connections are about. Bringing unconditional love and healing this planet in a new way. Having love be something new. Leading with love. And it's to be celebrated. It's to be honored. It is. What messages of love do these divine twin counterparts need to hear? Wow. Okay. The spirit of you seeks, in the largest sense, that grand moment when you have conscious awareness of its wishes and join in joyful open oneness with them. But the spirit will never ever force its desire on the present conscious physical part of you. Wow. And then we're going to pull one Isis Oracle card for you guys. And that is going to be our Divine Soul Connections reading for this week. One Isis Oracle card for my Divine Soulmates, for my Divine Soul Connection. The card is Lady of the Stars. Ah, I passed it. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. Sirius is a celestial goddess, the star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. It brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. Lady of the Stars is also an empowerment of all other oracles in this deck. She tells you to pay attention because something significant is taking place right now. Syrian energy takes the inner path and the spiritual healing journey into a whole new stratosphere. It is wise, ancient, and an extremely high vibrational energy. It takes a certain level of soul evolution to be able to consciously register Syrian light and transmit it on this planet. The heart in question must be able to consciously cultivate unconditional love for it to occur. However, we can still receive Syrian light and healing assistance even if we are still learning to more consistently come from unconditional love. We will feel it more and more strongly as we grow spiritually. But even in our learning phases, we can open our hearts to this divine celestial goddess and allow her, through her priestess, Lady Isis, to bless us with genuine spiritual gifts. Goddess Sirius, through her high priestess, Lady Isis, is reaching to you now. She has offerings of great spiritual support and a message that there is something significant that you need to be aware of in your life right now, too. Accepting celestial assistance and unconditional love of Sirius will help you now. To receive the assistance, you can choose to surrender into your heart and allow divine love to infuse and heal, direct, and unfold all aspects of your life and growth. It is total trust and surrender with absolute faith that even unexpected twists and turns will be leading you in the best directions. Advanced souls are capable of feeling and receiving the high vibrational love from the Sirian star system more consciously and consistently. It can come to feel like a perpetual spiritual sun above the crown of your head, nourishing you with light at all times, causing your own soul light to grow brighter. As you surrender into your heart, your soul light will feel more and more palpable to you. The gifts of Sirius flow into the soul like a cup of receiving divine nectar. The more aware and connected you are to the soul, the more conscious you will be in recognizing the blessed effects of Sirian light in your life. The priestess Lady Isis wishes to help your soul connect with Sirius and you to connect with your soul, so that the full blessing of the celestial star goddess can nourish and transform your life, allowing its course to run to your real and genuine divine passions. Even if you aren't sure what those passions are as yet, your soul knows, and Sirian energy helps your soul to be itself on this planet. Sirius brings blessings of heightened intuition, refined soul healing ability, and closer connection to your soul and the Lady Isis too. If you have been questioning your evolution, starting to wonder if you are really just at the beginning of the path or not really an initiation at all, then this card is a divine acknowledgement of the power, light, and evolution of your soul vibration, that there is refinement and advancement there. This is not grandiose. In fact, one way to know whether this guidance is genuinely for you is that you will feel peaceful and humble when you receive this guidance. You will feel gently validated and affirmed within, not puffed up with pride or false ego. You will feel inspired and uplifted to continue with your inner work, not in need of telling others how advanced you are spiritually. If you feel inflated or better than others in any way, this is not the guidance for you, at least at this time. Instead, the guidance for you is to realize that you are beautiful, you are worthy, and the part of you that is comparing yourself to others, hoping to find that you are better, is suffering from emptiness within that doesn't know that you are beautiful and worthy. It is wiser to spend some time filling that inner emptiness with your own acknowledgement of your worth than trying to trump others. Better to go inside the emptiness until you find the seed of love and light within than to seek external appearances to make you heal. The latter just won't work. The Oracle of the Lady of Stars is also an empowerment. It enhances, amplifies, and strengthens any other oracle that you draw immediately before or after it. It is a call to pay special attention to the cards next to it, and you are guided that you will grow greatly through the lesson or learning specified in any oracle next to it. Make it a priority in your awareness at this time. You are also guided that when the Lady of the Stars appears around any other oracle, there will be a blessing of divine grace in forms including, but not limited to, assistance, miracles, and healing, and help in mastering the lessons of any oracle. If the card appears on her own, know that it is a special blessing for you, soon to be revealed. Alright, guys. That has been our Divine Soul Connection reading. I love you guys. Please make sure you subscribe. I'm sending you so much positive love and thoughts this week. Thank you.